All right, today we'll be talking about trigonometry. Trigonometry is all about a right angled triangle. A right angled triangle, and what I would like you to understand about a trigonometry is just that this triangle, okay, first of all, I think I would like to introduce to you the basic key you will need in any trig function or any trigonometry. Yes, the basic key you can work with is the word so katua. So katua. Okay, I'll come back to this later on in this video. So a trigonometry is actually when you are giving a right angle triangle. How do we know a right angle triangle is actually a triangle that has 90-degree in it? So these ones can be less than 90. Let's call it theta. And these ones can be less than 90. Okay, and here will be our small letter A, this will be our B, and this will be our C. This is capital letter A, capital letter B, and capital letter C. Okay, this is just the triangle. But now look at what you are to understand about trigonometry. Trigonometry, this so you are seeing here, SOH, it actually means sine, and it's trying to tell you that sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Then this over here, C means cos or cosine, but let's call it cos as we fondly call it here. So cos simply means adjacent over hypotenuse. And T, this toa, T means tangent, but we call it tan. Tan is equal to opposite over adjacent. Now, mind you that SOHCAHTOA will never solve anything for you. It's just like an acronym. It helps you to remember your formula. That's it. So now, this is the triangle. This is your question. And this is the area I want to help you to figure out. It's very easy. So listen, this is a right angle triangle, and in this triangle, this longest side, we call it hypotenuse. That's the official name. Anywhere in the world is the same thing, hypotenuse. But this side and this side don't have a specific name. Their name depends on the angle your theta is, or your angle given. So now, here is my theta. If my theta comes here, anywhere that is facing directly opposite it, or anywhere my theta is facing becomes my opposite. I believe you can grab that. Anywhere my angle is facing apart from this right angle becomes my opposite. So okay, we've already labeled here B. So which means my opposite is B. And if I have my hypotenuse to be here and this should be my opposite, automatically here becomes my adjacent. Is that clear? Okay, and that's that. Then if I now change this angle and say let my angle come here, which is alpha, let me name here alpha angle. If here becomes my angle, that means here C becomes my opposite. And if this C becomes my opposite, remember this person is always hypotenuse. So here automatically becomes my adjacent. I believe it's clear enough. And this is enough for you to solve any question in trig pertaining your cos, your sine, or your tangent. Now, take for instance, flow with me. If you are given a triangle like this, a right angle, remember it must be a right angle triangle. So if you are given a triangle like this, and here was told, you are told that here is 30 degree, and this other side is 4 cm, and you are asked to find this other side. How do you get it? You just recall your acronym SOHCAHTOA. So now you ask yourself, what is my parameter? Parameter, I mean, what am I given? So for the fact that here is my angle, that means this place becomes my opposite. So I can say, okay, I'm giving opposite, and I already know here is my hypotenuse. So which means I was giving opposite and adjacent. So knowing that I have been given opposite and adjacent, my SOHCAHTOA tells me use tan. Tan is the best formula for this question. So I will now say tan 30 is equal to opposite. What is my opposite? 4 over my adjacent x. Then I'll cross multiply like this. So tan 30 times x, tan 30 times x is equal to 4 times the invisible one here, becomes 4. But I'm not looking for tan 30x, I'm looking for just x. So what will I do? So that x will stand on its own, I will divide both sides by the coefficient of x. Remember, in coefficient, what we mean by coefficient is what is standing with x. And as for this case, is tan 30. So when we divide both sides by tan 30, then we'll have our answer. This place will cancel out, leaving us with just x, and x will be equal to 4 over whatever the value of tan 30 is. You divide it by 4, you have your answer. And that's all. Thank you. Join me in the next video.